Welcome to the Manora Field, operated by Mubadala Petroleum. For your convenience and safety, please give us 15 minutes to introduce you to this safety information in case an emergency situation may occur. Safety, security, hygiene and the environment are the responsibility of all, from the field manager and FSO master down through everyone working in the field, including you. You will be required to adhere to the company's Operation Management Framework (OMF) policies and regulations whilst working offshore on the Manora field. The OMF is the boundaries within which all Mubadala Petroleum operational sites operate. The Manora offshore facilities consist of 1. Manora Princess FSO, Calm Buoy, PLEM and risers. 2. Manora Production Platform, WPP, Well Production Platform, and associated pipelines. For your safety, if an emergency situation occurs, we ask you to be fully familiar with the actions required, so please pay careful attention to this safety induction to ensure you understand. Let's start with the Manora Princess FSO. FSO stands for Floating Storage and Offtake. The FSO is moored to a calm buoy. Crude oil is transferred from WPP to the Manora Princess via subsea lines PLEM riser arrangement. The ship can currently store around 600,000 barrels of crude oil. This FSO was designed and built to comply with International Oil Tanker/FSO standard. Everything on the Manora Princess has been developed to ensure that we do not compromise the vessel's safety performance. Manora Princess FSO. We divide the safety details of the Manora Princess into 3 systems. System 1, the Safety Management System, SMS, regulations relating to the safety and the security on board. System 2, Hygiene, Safety and Environmental Standards System. System 3, Safety Evaluation, analysis of dangers and risks that require mitigation. Procedures and regulations on the Manora Princess have been developed to ensure that the highest safety levels are maintained. Please take your time to read and understand our safety procedures and regulations. Responsibility for the Manora field facilities rests with 2 people. The FSO master is the responsible person for all the safety of this FSO operation, and the field manager is the responsible person for all field operations and is the overall person in charge offshore. These 2 responsible persons' names are displayed on the bridge deck just outside the helicopter transit lounge. The Manora FSO is made up of the following decks. The deck where you landed is the bridge deck. This deck consists of the heli deck, the funnel, the HLO room and the navigational bridge. The top of this deck contains the masts which house the antenna for the communications and radars. The helicopter landing zone is a dangerous area. Stay clear. Situated on the sea deck are the offices of the Manora Princess FSO master and the field manager and accommodation rooms. The next lower deck is called B deck. This deck also contains accommodation rooms. The next deck down is the A deck. This is where you are presently situated, viewing the safety induction, i.e. in the quiet room. This deck also contains the cargo control room, Mubadala office, the mess room, quiet room and the TV room. The mess room is also the primary muster station room. The next deck is the main deck. Here we have the secondary muster point, the gymnasium, smoking room, medic room and laundry. Smoking is only allowed in the smoking room on this floor. The heart of this ship is the CCR or Central Control Room. This room monitors the process controls and firefighting systems. In the case of an emergency situation, both the FSO master and field manager will coordinate and control the situation in this room. You may also exercise on the helicopter deck in the late afternoon or evening after the last helicopter departure. Just ensure that clearance is obtained from the CCR first, and don't forget to inform them when you finish exercising. Emergency drills are carried out weekly, so be fully prepared and know what actions you have to take in advance. If in any doubt, ask your supervisor. You will muster in the mess room. From here, there are escape ways to the lifeboats, life rafts, escape ladders, on the port and starboard sides of the vessel at the main deck level. Please study the location of your room in relation to the escape routes to the muster station and evacuation stations after this safety induction has been completed. You must be familiar with the layout plan of this vessel and how to get to the muster point, lifeboats and other life-saving appliances such as life rafts. In your accommodation, you will find a life-saving kit consisting of a life jacket and a smoke protection hood. This smoke protection hood will allow you to breathe in a smoke-filled environment for 15 minutes. Remember, you must know the way to your muster station in case of an emergency. Please start learning these instructions in your own room. It may very well save your life in an emergency. This is very important. Green fluorescent arrows refer to the closest fire exit. This exit leads you to the muster station. Notice everything from the routes you walk along. You may have to crawl along the escape routes in the dark, filled with smoke. So while working on the FSO, you should observe and remember your escape routes. After this induction, you will receive 2 named T cards from the medic to be used as your ID card. These assign your lifeboat. You must insert 1 T card into your assigned cabin number slot of the primary and secondary muster T card boards. The primary muster board is located on A deck outside the mess room, while the secondary muster board is located on the main deck starboard side, leaving the accommodation. When proceeding away from the FSO to work on the platform, please remove the T card from your assigned muster board and place it on the board marked Away on Day Work. If you are on board during any drills, when you are required to muster at the primary muster station, then change the T card in the board on the A deck outside the mess room to have your name face the board. If you have to muster at the secondary muster station, starboard side main deck, then place your T card located at the upper deck to face the board. This is very essential, as in case the T cards are not changed, then valuable time will be lost in arranging a search team to locate you, thus putting the search team at risk. If you do not understand this, please ask the medic once this video has finished. There are 2 types of emergency alarm sound on the FSO. Continuous sound. On board the FSO, there are emergency alarms throughout the ship which can be manually or automatically activated due to one reason or another. CCR will track down the cause of the alarm and will attempt to deactivate it. If a serious emergency is found, the next type of alarm sound will follow. 7 short blasts followed by a prolonged blast on ship's whistle or ring of the electric bell, followed by an announcement. There could be a number of emergencies associated with this alarm. All personnel should listen out for the announcement and the instruction that follows. 3 main types of emergency announcement that may occur on the FSO. 1. General emergency. On hearing the announcement, you must stop work, switch off equipment, place them safely, and go immediately to the muster station. All PPE must be worn for emergency musters and drills. You will be updated regularly on the emergency situation and what actions you must take. 2. Fire emergency. Go immediately to the muster station. 3. Abandoned ship. If you hear the abandoned ship announcement, or you are informed to gather all the lifeboats that are located on both sides of the ship, go there immediately. For those personnel inside the accommodation rooms, please take your life jackets and smoke hood with you. You must follow the commands from the coxswains of the lifeboats, as they are responsible for assisting you. Please pay attention and perform the exercise as if it were a real situation. In case you are unable to access the lifeboats, there are life rafts available. Read the instructions on how to release the retaining ship from the life raft and how to launch the life raft into the sea. On the starboard side of the main deck is the secondary emergency muster station for those who cannot return to the mess room muster point during an emergency situation. If you are working on the deck of the Menorah Princess, you must be familiar with the operation of the life raft for escape to the sea. Ensure the use of this device is explained by the FSO officers. Around the FSO, there are lifebuoy rings placed around the FSO as follows. If you see someone in the sea or falling into the sea, then you must assist by throwing the lifebuoy ring, as displayed in this presentation, close to him. Remember, do not directly aim for the person with the lifebuoy ring, as he will suffer more difficulties if you do hit him. Use your radio or initiate the closest fire alarm button and shout, "Man overboard," to alert others. Remember, never lose sight of the man overboard. All work on Menorah Princess FSO and WPP is carried out under a permit to work system that is subdivided into 3 types. 1. Cold work permit. 2. Flame hot work permit. 3. Special work tasks. Beside these 3 permits, there are also accompanying certificates such as electrical and mechanical isolation certificates and confined space entry certificates. Gas testing must always be performed when working in a hazardous area or a confined space. For the Menorah Princess, all work permit forms will be signed by the head of departments, HODs, FSO master, and registered in the CCR prior to work commencing. The field manager must also be aware of any Menorah Princess hot work activities planned and in the process of execution. For your safety on board, it is compulsory that you wear the standard PPE, which are safety hard hat with chin strap, safety glasses day and night, ear protection should be used when there is a sign, working uniform or coverall, gloves, safety shoes, Menorah production platform. For those people who will be working on platform, you will be transferred by means of personal basket to and from the support vessel. If you have not transferred by personal basket before, please advise the MP safety technician or MP planner. How to use the personal transfer basket. All personnel riding the personnel basket shall be required to wear the correct PPE. Work vests must be worn and securely fastened by all personnel riding the basket. If you are carrying small items, including light luggage, please put them in the center of the basket or in the basket provided. Larger items will not be permitted inside the basket when personnel are being transferred. In preparation for boarding, stand inside the transfer basket and hook the quick release system to your life vest and have a firm grip on the net lines with both arms using the cross arms hold. Remember to keep your knees slightly bent to avoid sustaining a possible shock to a locked joint when the personnel basket is finally lowered onto the platform or boat deck. As soon as the personnel basket touches the platform or boat deck, release the quick release hook, collect your baggage if any, and quickly step off the basket. It is important to minimize the time on the basket, especially during rougher weather conditions. Never jump from the basket to the platform or boat deck. If the crane operator misses the landing spot, he will likely raise the personnel basket and try again. If you jump off the net, you may sustain serious injury. Stay with the basket until it has landed on the deck. Safe transfers require you to be fully alert at all times. Platform. Upon arrival at WPP, you must first report to the platform senior operator, declaring your business and update the POB listing. The senior operator will conduct a platform orientation and safety briefing. You must pay attention to the information you are given. Prior to starting any work, a valid permit must be raised by a competent MP performing authority and issued by the platform area authority. Prior to starting any work, a valid permit must be raised by a competent MP performing authority and issued by the platform area authority. Packed lunches will be provided to the platform. If you have any special dietary requests, please inform the platform staff or MP planner. Please note, the platform is non-smoking, but smoking is permitted on the standby vessel in the accommodation smoking room. On hearing the platform alarm, you must immediately stop work, power off your equipment, and keep tools and equipment clear and away from walkways. Walk to the designated muster point. Don your life vest and stand by for a head count and further instruction from the muster checker. General. Do not bring lighters or matches on board. We repeat that the only place you can smoke on board the FSO is in the smoking room on main deck. Alcohol and drugs are strictly prohibited. All electrical equipment or personal home appliances and electronic devices such as digital cameras with or without flash unit and video equipment must be examined by our electrician and an inspection tag applied. If you have brought out a mobile phone, ensure it is turned off and securely locked away in your accommodation. You also have a locker which can be secured. Ask the MP planner or the medic for a padlock. If you are prescribed medicine, you must report this in the form provided with the medicine name to the medic. If you feel unwell, contact the medic. If you are a visitor, you shall be escorted by MP or FSO personnel during your site visit outside the accommodation or in operation area on the platform or the FSO. If you work outdoors, we recommend you drink a lot of water to prevent heat stroke. Keep one hand holding the handrail whenever you use the stairs. This will prevent you from falling forward down the stairs. Only carry items with one hand. Remember that crews off shift can be sleeping. Keep silent and do not disturb others or use radios in the accommodation areas. Food is important. We provide cooks who do their best to provide delicious and nutritious meals. Our catering menu is displayed on the board in the dining room. Waste disposal bins are provided to keep the environment clean. Waste food, macerated to less than 25 millimeters, is disposed into the sea. Nothing else is allowed to be Nothing else is allowed to be thrown into the sea. Other leftovers will be sent back to be disposed of on shore. We segregate wastes into 4 types. 1. Non-hazardous waste. 2. Hazardous waste. 3. Recyclable waste. 4. Biological waste. Please make sure you put the correct waste into the correct bin, as this will help in the waste disposal process. Fishing is not allowed. Fishing lines and hooks may snag on the vessel's hull or on the chains and oil production riser located beneath the FSO. This is a danger to all divers and associated diving operations. For the same reason, fishing is totally banned from the WPP. You can phone home by using the telephone room that is located on B deck. If other people are waiting to use the phone, please do not spend too long. For your cleaning of clothes or coveralls, please put them into the laundry bag provided in your room. Our staff will pick up your bags from inside your room each day, clean and return your clothes back to your room. Please do not use the laundry equipment. The catering staff will clean your room, toilet and change your bed sheets. We also request that you keep your room clean and tidy. These facilities were made with safety systems for its and your highest safety in mind. Our most important responsibility is to take best care of you. We work hard to make sure you have happy, healthy, and above all, safe stay on board. We work hard to make sure that you have a healthy, happy, and above all, safe stay on board. Summary. Your opinions and suggestions are warmly welcomed as they will help us to improve our services. We have a hazard observation card system in place on both the Menorah Princess and WPP. If you see an unsafe condition or action, please act straight away in order to rectify the situation and fill in the observation card. A suggestion book is also available in the mess room for any comments, any issue. A suggestion book is also available in the mess room for any comments. Please raise any issues immediately and contact your supervisor or FSO CCR, which is manned 24/7. The induction has come to an end, and if this is your first visit, we would like to ask you to fill in the provided form before leaving. On behalf of Menorah Princess and Mubadala Petroleum, we would like to thank you for your cooperation. We wish you a safe stay while working on this FSO and on the WPP. Thank you very much for your time in studying the safety systems on the FSO. We take this matter very seriously within our group.